Hello, sir. How are you? What was the first car that you ever bought with your own money? What was the year, make, and model? Hey, what was the first car that you ever bought with your own money?
My own money. I bought a
Billionaire here, Manny Carsbring, who has like freaking 20 of these cars. Sir, I have a question for you. What was the year, make, and model of the first car that you ever bought with your own money? What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are at the Porsche dealership here in California, in Santa Clarita. I never heard of this town. I've never been here before, but it looks like they have a car show the first Saturday of every month. And in today's video, if you are a Porsche fan, I think you're gonna like it. We have a lot of cool Porsches. I already seen a couple of GT2 RSs, GT3 RSs. We have a couple of Ferraris parked as well. So let's get going. I'm gonna try to find the best interviews for you guys. So stay tuned, watch the whole video. Remember to subscribe because we got many more videos coming up. Let's get it. Now check this out. We have a beautiful Cayman GT4 RS right here in this beautiful pink color with the carbon fiber hood. We have a Ferrari F8 Tribute over here. We have a Ferrari 488. We have a McLaren GT as well. Ooh, check this out. We have the 600 LT. This is one of my favorite McLarens of all time. So this is the lighter version with more horsepower version of the 570. So it's the exact same body, but they added 30 horsepower. If I'm not mistaken, they also subtracted around 30 pounds of weight. And one cool thing about this car, check this out, is where they put the exhaust here pointing up. 600 is obviously the horsepower and the LT stands for long tail. So McLaren has a couple of cars in this series with the LT, which stands for long tail, like the 765 LT as well. And that refers obviously to this longer tail that they've added that it's not included in the 570. Check this out, the lizard green Porsche GT3 RS. Excuse me, I have a question for you. Hey, what was the first car that you ever bought with your own money? What was the year, make, and model?
1978 Honda Civic.
Honda Civic. How much did you pay for that car?
$800.
When was that?
1990.
1990. How old were you when you got your first job ever?
When I crossed the border, 1989, 18 years old.
Coming from where?
Guatemala.
That's interesting. I actually have never met someone with a Porsche coming from Guatemala. That's pretty cool though.
Cool. And not one, two.
That's awesome. So you bought them both, huh?
Yeah.
So at 18 years old, what was the first job that you ever got? What was that position?
10 up on Home Depot.
What does someone as an 18-year-old working at Home Depot need to do in order to afford a car like this?
Focus, don't give up, never say no. It's a mission, but not impossible. You just keep going.
That's awesome. What's more important, having a college degree or having a good mentor?
Good mentor. I don't have a college degree. I never went to school in this country. I got no time. Never have time to go to school. Whatever English you hear from my lips, I learned it on the street.
Same. I understand your story.
I got two kids that I raised here. They went to school. They got little careers, but I think, he's following my lead. He don't want to do other stuff except what I do for a living. I own my own company too.
I was just gonna ask, so you're a business owner.
Yeah.
So what's the best financial advice that you can give to someone that's trying to start their own business in 2025?
Advice? It's tough, it's tough, but like I said, anything can happen if it's just really, really focused on what you want to do, So, and there's a lot of things that people trying to make money quick, but probably not legal. I prefer to make my pennies every day, but I don't have to look back. Somebody's looking for me, So that's number one. Do your thing, do it right, be clean.
Thank you. And then one last question for you. How much do you think someone needs to be making annually in order to comfortably afford a car like this, putting rent aside?
Annually, just can afford a car like this. Depend where he want to live, where you want to live, how you want to dress, how much you like the street.
Yeah.
Just be on the street every weekend. You're never gonna afford this. Never. That's not gonna happen. So, like I said, I start from the bottom. A Honda Civic. I'm proud of my Honda Civic. I still want one back. But to make a living and pay this car, at least you gotta make to be comfortable.
Yeah.
150.
150 a year?
150, but you're not gonna live on Porter Ranch or you're not gonna live on the nice areas, maybe
Trailer house. A trailer park.
Not really. No. You can live in a decent place, but can't afford $5,000 a month mortgage and bills and trying to make this like that. You really, really need to shrink a lot of things in your life to can afford it.
Thank you so much. I don't know what's up with Guatemalans always having Honda Civics, but that's like the vehicle that we always buy. That's like the first car that I also had when I was younger.
That was my first one. The little ones, it's all we can afford.
Yeah.
And we're happy. I feel the same happiness when I drive. I remember, I still have my memories. When I drive my Honda Civic, and it used to be red, and when I drive this, I feel like, hey, I used to have a Porsche, but the cheapy Porsche.
Exactly. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much. ¿Cómo se llama? Nino.
Yes,
Mucho gusto, Diego.
Fíjate.
All right, you guys. So we got our first interview. Let's keep going and see if we can get more people. We're trying to figure out how much money do you need to make a year in order to comfortably afford supercars like this. So let's get going. So we have a Ferrari SF90 Stradale parking right now, arriving at the event. I'm gonna try to see if I can talk to the owner of this Ferrari. This car right here, we're talking about 1,000 horsepower out of a 4.0 liter twin turbo V8 with hybrid assistant. Ooh, look at that. We have an Aventador coming as well, along with a McLaren over there, and a Huracan STO. Damn, I don't even know how to interview now. What's up, guys? Hey, what's up, brother? Is this your Ferrari right here? Hey, what was the first car that you ever bought with your own money?
My own money. I bought a Bentley Bentayga.
Damn, so how old are you?
25.
And what do you do for a living to be able to afford a car like this and a Bentayga as your first car?
I started in real estate as an agent, and now I do everything with real estate. So I do flipping. I have a lot of rentals, and now I'm getting into other businesses as well.
That's cool, brother. Congrats for you, man. Congrats. Do you come from a lot of money, or are you starting from the bottom?
No, my dad's an entrepreneur, but I mean, just a hustler. It's more so the mindset that I was able to get from my dad, but we never came from, a higher standing.
What's the best advice financially that your dad has given you?
Have a plan and, invest my money rather than just spend it.
So you see a lot of kids nowadays investing a lot of money into college degrees. What do you think is more important, having a college degree or a good mentor?
Having a good mentor, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, a college degree really doesn't do much. Only thing it does is increase your professionalism or your education, but nonetheless, it's not really something that you need to become successful. If anything, I think it actually holds you back because you're more always going through a certain mindset that you don't necessarily need.
That's awesome, man. Sure. And putting rent aside, how much does someone need to make annually in order to comfortably afford a car like this Ferrari right here?
I want to say $500,000 minimum. $500,000, yeah, and this is after tax. You want to be able to comfortably afford the car, not go ahead and only be paying this while you're living with your parents.
Yeah,
so
of course. Like I said, like rent aside.
Yeah, $500,000 minimum. Yeah, that's about $40K a month. So you should be pretty comfortable with that. Nonetheless, you want to continue to shoot for the stars.
Absolutely. And maintenance-wise, what's the most expensive thing about this car?
Oh, man. I didn't know there was 2 batteries, and I wasn't charging one of them, and it cost me like $10,000 just to replace it. So, I mean, that having to charge it over and over again, little mistakes like that can cost you a lot. But, I mean, oil change and all those things, a couple $1,000s. So, if you're making $500,000 minimum, I would hope that you can afford the oil changes, filling up the gas tank, and just being able to enjoy the car.
What does your dad do for a living?
He's actually retired now. I mean, my brother and I have been able to do pretty good for ourselves, so he's retired now, but he grew up in the body shop bit, in the auto repair. Yeah.
So I come from the Latin community, and for some reason in the Latino community, having a business with family is not something that's very popular. Sometimes people want to try to have businesses with strangers than within like the family. So how important has that been for you guys? Have the business in, the support system within the family.
Oh, it's the most important. Honestly, you always hear that quote of hang out with the 5 people and you'll become the 6. I mean, my closest system is my brother and my dad, which are 2 hustlers. So it's business, doesn't matter if it's 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. So, that's something that's an absolute blessing. And I wouldn't be where I am today without having that environment 24/7.
Brother, thank you so much. I appreciate it. What's your name?
Ricky.
Ricky, nice to meet you, brother. Diego, I appreciate it. Diego, brother.
Diego, all right. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, thank you. That's awesome right there. That's some great advice that we got from this young hustler that owns this Ferrari SF90 Stradale. Let's keep going, guys. Let's see if we can get the owner of this Huracan right here. Check this out. This is the Mercedes McLaren SLR. This car right here, it's a beautiful piece of art. So this is a collaboration that McLaren and Mercedes did. If I'm not mistaken, in 2010, 2012. As you can see here, it has the McLaren badge and it has these really cool wheels. I love the way the doors just go up on this car. It looks absolutely beautiful. The SLR, if I'm not mistaken, there's a billionaire here, Manny Carsbring, who has like freaking 20 of these cars. I activated the noise cancellation on this. Hopefully it works good because they put music. Bro, check that out. That's the Mitsubishi from the Fast and the Furious movie. We're gonna go check it out in a bit. But we have a first gen Gallardo right here. We have an Aston Martin. You know this car. I know you do. Sir, I have a question for you. What was the year, make, and model of the first car that you ever bought with your own money?
Oh, God. Buick LeSabre back in I think it was a 72 Buick LeSabre, and I think I bought it in 1975.
How much did you pay for that car? Sounds like it's bringing you a lot of memories.
Man, I'm thinking about every other car I bought except for that one. I actually don't remember.
That's okay.
I don't remember.
What is the year, make, and model of the car that you're driving today?
Aston Martin Vantage V8 2015.
And please, we gotta show this after the interview. This is a manual transmission. It sounds beautiful.
Show it. No, go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead and see it. Because when he was reversing it, I heard that sound and I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a manual transmission. It's a beautiful car. What was the first job that you ever had? And what position was it?
First job I ever had. I worked at a truck stop.
How old were you when you got your first job?
16, and it was at Interstates 80 and 94 and State Road 51 in Gary, Indiana.
What advice do you have for a 16-year-old working at a truck stop who dreams of owning a car like this?
First and foremost, the advice I give to any kid, get all the education you can. Second thing, save your money. Third thing, learn to invest and invest well. Fourth thing, don't spend beyond your means. Fifth thing, watch the women.
Uh-oh. Did he say that?
Did I say that?
More,
they have more money than you.
Hey, that's a good investment then, right?
Yes.
What's more important, having a college degree or having a good mentor?
Both. I'd say both.
What's the best advice that a mentor has ever given you?
The advice that I just gave.
So you got that advice from a mentor?
Yes, I did.
And then
tell me about the two of you.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Diego. This is Jacob right here. We have a car YouTube channel where I go around the country and I start interviewing people like yourself for the younger generation that want to afford a car like this eventually, you know? Basically,
I want to afford a car like this. This is a beautiful
hey, you have a beautiful car already. Manual.
Yeah.
This one I bet is going up in value.
Everybody out here who owns any of these cars gonna walk around and look and say, oh, I like that. I wouldn't mind having that. Everybody has car in. That's just part of being an American. Especially, well, no, that's just part of being an American. We all have car in, okay? I like the blue one over there. I love that blue color with that interior.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Putting rent aside, how much does someone need to be making annually in order to comfortably afford a car like yours?
That's a very good question.
Do we have a number?
I don't have a number.
An estimate?
I don't even have an estimate.
50, 60K?
One has to decide what fits comfortably in their budget.
What's the most expensive thing maintenance-wise about this car specifically?
Just the basic yearly maintenance on this vehicle is a little more than what it would be on some other vehicles that we see rolling around.
Sir, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate the advice.
Pleasure. Always nice talking to young people.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You know what it does? Makes you feel a little bit younger. 50, 60 years from now, you guys will understand that.
Absolutely.
All right.
We'll be doing interviews to other younger kids. Thank you so much, sir. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. You guys, we got some amazing advice from this gentleman right here, arriving in this beautiful manual transmission Aston Martin. Check it out. If I'm not mistaken, this one has the 4.3 liter naturally aspirated V8. Go ahead, sir.
4.7.
4.7.
And I am going to videotape you guys doing your job.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. Vehicles with a manual transmission are going up in value, especially in a world full of EVs nowadays. Cars that are naturally aspirated, V8 engines with a manual transmission, they're just going up in value. So we have some super cool cars arriving in the scene. We have a McLaren arriving right here. We have another McLaren. We have 1, 2, 3 McLarens and a Lamborghini Huracan. We have a beautiful 720S arriving right here. And we have another 765 LT. I'm sorry, not the 765, another 720S. He added that wing. That's why it looks like it's a 765, but check that out. It's a beautiful car. What's the year, make, and model of this car?
720S.
What was the first car that you ever bought with your own money?
Huracan.
A Huracan.
I still have.
That was your first car ever.
Yeah.
That you bought with your own money.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living, man?
Just businesses, bro.
Just businesses. Hey, how much does someone need to do annually in order to comfortably afford a car like this? Putting rent aside.
I never thought of that. Well, if you have the means and you really want the car, just get it. You know?
Just get it.
Just get it.
What's more important, a college degree or having a good mentor?
Mentor and business.
In business?
Yeah.
Last question for you. What's the best advice that a mentor has given to you?
Don't give up.
Don't give up. How important is that? Because a lot of people give up nowadays.
No, you don't. Keep on trying, man.
Keep on trying.
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. This is a rear engine. You guys remember a rear engine is a car that has the engine behind the rear axle. So we're talking about a 4.0 liter naturally aspirated boxer flat six. It's called boxer because the pistons seems like they're fighting with each other like this. This is my favorite Corvette. Forget the C8. This one right here, this one is a beautiful car. Este carro, bro, it's a beautiful car. So we're talking about a 6.2 liter supercharged V8 engine making 755 horsepower. It's a beautiful, beautiful car. It's the best looking Corvette ever, and they only made this car in 2019. 1 year, the best looking Corvette in 1 year. You got the pink Porsche living. So this one is the 488 GTB, 3.9 liter twin turbo V8. Beautiful car. We're still looking for more interviews here at the Porsche dealership. We have a lot of cars leaving. We also have a lot of cars arriving. We have some great interviews coming your way. So remember to subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss this.